Good morning, students. In the last class, we have completed a topic that is distinction between the individual demand schedule and the market demand schedule, and the distinction between the individual demand curve and the market demand curve. And also, we have studied that the what are the different exceptions to the law of demand, that is given goods, ignorance, article of distinction, goods expected to become costly, necessities, and the other exceptions like changes in the season, climatic condition, changes in the fashion trends, emergencies like drought, curfew, flood, etc. These also influences the also against the law of demand. So we have taken all these things as the exceptions to law of demand. When we apply the law of demand, we have taken all these are as a exception. So today we are going to start a topic that is causes of negative relation between the price and the quantity demanded, or why does demand curve slopes downward to the right. Okay, now we are going to study that the what are the different causes that it shows the negative relation between the price and the quantity demanded. What are the different causes for which any there is negative relation between the quantity demanded and the price, as well as why does demand curve is slopes downward. Okay, so there are different reason behind this. So let's start one by one, we explain it. The obvious answer is here we are taking the obvious answer is because of negative relation between the price and quantity demanded of a commodity. Okay, it is only because of that is there is negative relation between the price and the quantity demanded of a commodity. Okay, so actually the question asked here is asking that why there is negative relation between the two. Firstly we have to know we know that there is negative relationship, and it is the basic reason for the downward sloping of the curve as well as negative relation. But why there is negative relation between the two, as well as why does a consumer behave like this. Okay, whenever there is negative relation between the two, that is price and quantity, and why any consumer is behaving like this, in that condition the reasons are yes, first one is law of diminishing marginal utility. We have already studied that the whenever any consumer is moving to consume more and more units, so there is one condition will come that the additional whenever any additional unit consumed by the consumer, it get the marginal utility is declining. So the law of diminishing marginal utility is the reason for the one of the reason for the negative relation between the price and the quantity demanded. Okay, according to this law, when a consumer consumes more and more unit of a commodity, marginal utility derived from the additional units goes on decreasing. Okay, we know very well what is diminishing marginal utility. Whenever we consume more and more unit of a commodity, marginal utility, that is MU, marginal utility derived from additional unit. Whenever we consume additional unit so that we get the value of marginal utility. So whenever we consume more and more unit of the commodity, the additional unit of the marginal utility or marginal utility which is derived from the additional utility is goes on decreasing. Okay, it starts to decreasing. Demand of a commodity depends upon its utility. Okay, uh, now we know that the any demand of the commodity, any commodity demanded by any consumer, it is basically depend upon the utility. That means what is utility here? Utility is the want satisfying power of the any commodity. So he buys more only if he has to pay less price. So any consumer purchase more of the commodity when the price of the commodity will be low, and buy less if they has to pay more price. Okay, and they will purchase less amount of good when he or she has to pay more price. For it, because that price that the consumer is willing to pay for a commodity should be equal to the marginal utility. We know very that we have already studied that the P should be equal to the marginal utility. Whenever any consumer is buying, whenever he or she consumer is buys more when he has to pay less price. Okay, any consumer will purchase more commodity when the price of the that commodity is low, and consumer buys less when the price of the that commodity is more. So it, for that reason, it is because that a consumer is willing to pay for a commodity which should be equal to the marginal utility. Okay, the consumer, whatever the consumer is consuming the goods, and the price is the price he paid for the consuming those goods, it should be equal to the marginal utility. Okay, next effect is the reason behind for the negative relation between the price and the quantity demanded is the income effect. It is the effect of change in quantity demanded when real income of a buyer changes due to change in the price of the commodity. Fall in price leads to increase in real income, and accordingly more demanded. On the other hand, real income falls due to rise in the price of the commodity, causing demand to fall. Okay, here the real income means the per real income means the purchasing power of consumer. Okay, how much consumer how much any consumer has power to consume the commodity, and it is totally depend upon the income of the consumer. अगर आपको कहा जाएगा कि आपको ये गुड्स खरीदने हैं, आपके पास बहुत सारे गुड्स दे दिए गए, तो ये आपके पास ये किस पे डिपेंड करता है? ये आप पे इस पे डिपेंड करता है कि आपकी इनकम कितनी है। तब वही आपको ये बताता है कि आपकी परचेजिंग पावर कितनी, आपके पास कितनी पावर है कि आप कमोडिटी को परचेज कर लो। सो ये इट इज़ टोटली डिपेंड अपॉन दी income of the consumer. So purchasing power is known as the real income of the consumer. So if the it is the effect of change in the quantity demanded. Okay, it shows the change in the quantity demanded when real income of a consumer buys buyer when the real income of a buyer changes due to change in the price of the commodity. Okay, when there is change in the price of the commodity, so that real income of a buyer also changes with the changes in the price of the commodity. When the price changes, then the real income of the any buyer will also be changes. Fall in price leads to increase in real income. Okay, whenever the price of the any commodity, for example, whenever the price of the chocolate decreases, so that purchasing power of any consumer, any boy or any girl, is increases. So because at that time when the price is any chocolate or any commodity decreases, so that he consume more of that commodity. So the price of the commodity is depend upon the when the price is changed, or the real income of the any consumer is totally depend upon the price of the commodity. So when there is fall in prices, so that real income of the buyer will be the increases. On the other hand, when the real income falls due to rise in prices. Okay, when the real income fall due to rise in prices whenever the price of the any commodity will increases, so that consumer will not purchase those commodity. For that reason, the real income of the buyer will also decreases, and causing demand to fall, and for demand will also be fall. So we have seen that the when the price of the x commodity rises, purchasing power of the any bar will be fall, and quantity demanded will be also fall. When nobody will purchase any commodity, so that quantity demanded by any consumer will also be fall. So when the price of the any commodity rises, so that purchasing power means, अगर कोई आपकी commodity की price है, अगर वो पहले 5 थी, अब वो इंक्रीज़ हो गई है 10 रुपीज़, तो कोई भी रियल इनकम, मतलब कोई भी इंडिविजुअल की क्या परचेजिंग पावर होगी कि वो उसको और इंक्रीज़ करे? जब वो फॉल कर गई है, डैट मीन्स वो क्या करेगा उस कंडीशन में? अगर प्राइस फॉल कर गई है, डैट मीन्स कि वो उस कमोडिटी को और परचेज़ करेगा। और अगर उसी कमोडिटी की प्राइस अगर राइज कर गई है, तो कोई भी कंज्यूमर क्या करेगा, उस कमोडिटी को लेस अमाउंट ऑफ उसकी रियल इनकम और परचेजिंग पावर डिक्रीज़ हो जाएगी, एज वेल एज क्वांटिटी जो डिमांड हो रही है by the consumer, it will also be decreases. So that when the price of the any commodity will be fall, a real or purchasing power of the any consumer will also rise, and the quantity demanded of the x commodity will be also rises, because now the consumer will demand more of the commodity because of less in the price. So it is the income effect. Next is substitution effect. It refers to the substitution of one commodity in place of other commodity when it becomes relatively cheaper. Okay, substitution goods or substitution effect means whenever we whenever we replace one commodity in place of other. Okay, when we replace the for example tea or coffee. Okay, we replace the tea only because of the coffee, so it is called the substitution goods. Okay, there are two kinds of goods also, substitution and the complementary goods. Substitution goods are those goods which goods are replaced in place of other good. So it is referred to the substitution of one commodity in place of other commodity when it becomes relatively cheaper. When the price of the coffee will reduce, so what we will do, we will substitute the coffee in place of tea. हम क्या करेंगे, कॉफ़ी को क्या करेंगे, कंज्यूम ज़्यादा करेंगे, बिकॉज कॉफ़ी की प्राइस क्या हो गई है, वो कम हो गई है, और हमारा जो टी है उसको हम रिप्लेस कर देंगे किसके साथ, कॉफ़ी के साथ. सो इट इज़ टोटली डिपेंड अपॉन द प्राइस ऑफ द कमोडिटी. So for example, a rise in the price of the commodity, example, coffee would cause more substitution of tea. Okay, coffee would cause more substitution of tea because as it is cheaper than the coffee. अगर हमारी if the price of the commodity like coffee is increases, so that consumer will prefer the consume the more of the tea, because price of the coffee is too much as comparison to the price of the tea. So at that condition, for you have taken an example which is related to your own environment, that whenever we have taken the 2 pen. Okay, it is of one is cello gripper and second one is Reynolds. So when the price of the cello gripper will reduces, so it become from 7 to 20. So what we will do, we replace the we replace the cello gripper from the Reynolds, because the price of the cello gripper is become too much as comparison to the price of the Reynolds. So it is called the substitution effect. When the price of the any commodity is increases, we will substitute it with to the another commodity. The price of the that commodity is cheaper. So Accordingly, demand of coffee would also fall and vice versa. When the price of the any commodity rises, then the demand of that commodity will be also rises, because we substitute the coffee in place of another commodity. So it is called the substitution effect. We have taken to summarize it. Whenever the price of the coffee rises, then the demand of the white tea is rises. So because प्राइस राइज तो हो रही है प्राइस कॉफ़ी की, और हम लोग डिमांड किसका ज़्यादा करने लगे, टी का, और क्वांटिटी जो डिमांड हो गई है कॉफ़ी की वो क्या हो जाएगी, फॉल कर जाएगी. दैट मीन्स इट फॉल्स only because of the price of the coffee is increases, so we will substitute it from the tea. Okay, when the price of the coffee will be fall, then we will the substitution, the demand of the tea will be the demand of Y or the tea will be the fall, and the quantity demanded of the coffee will be rises. So it is the called the substitution effect. Okay, till now what we have studied, we are studying the that the what are the why what are the different causes, so that it shows the negative relation between the price and the quantity demanded, and why the demand curve is sloping from leftward to rightward, in which till now we have studied three effects. First one is law of diminishing marginal utility, second one is income effect, and third one is substitution effect. So next we are going to the next causes. It is size of consumer group or market size. Okay, fall in price of the commodity leads to the increase in the size of the consumer goods, and accordingly more demand. Rise in the price leads to the fall in the size of consumer goods, causing less demand of the commodity. Okay, whenever the rise in the price of the any commodity, then the consumer of the that commodity will be reduces, and when the price of the any commodity is decreases, then the consumer of those commodity will be increases. It is also show the negative relation. That's why a demand curve is downward sloping from leftward to rightward, and it is also negative relation between the price and the quantity demanded. So when the price of the X commodity is falls, size of the rise in price leads to the fall in size of consumer good and causing less of the commodity. Okay, whenever the price of the X rises, size of the consumer group will be small, because nobody will purchase those commodity, and the quantity demanded will be also false, because there is rise in the price, and we also know that there is negative relation between the price and the quantity demanded. Okay, and when the price of the X commodity will be fall, the size of the consumer group will be the large, as well as quantity demanded will also be rises. It is called the size of the consumer group or market size. When the price of the any commodity is increases, the size of the consumer group is small, and quantity demanded will be also fall. And whenever the price of the any commodity falls, size of the consumer group will be the large, because more and more consumer will purchase those commodity, and the quantity demanded will be also rises. So it is the size of the consumer goods. Next is alternative use of the commodity. If a commodity is highly priced, its use is restricted, implying less demand for it. When its price fall, it is used in abundance, implying more demand of it. Okay, it says that whenever the price of the any commodity is rises, so people will restrict to consuming those commodity, so that the demand of that commodity will be also fall. When the price of the those commodity will be fall, then it becomes abundance, means more and more quantity demanded by the consumer. For example, if when electricity tariff is high, its use is restricted, implying the less demand for it. Okay, whenever we know very well, we have paid the amount whatever we consuming the electricity. There were also electricity bill comes at our house, that when the electricity bill tariff is high, then we will do, we will use less amount of electricity. We will use only one fan in place of two or three fans. So we what we will do, we restrict the consumption of the those commodity when the price of the any commodity is decreases, and demand for that commodity will be also decreases. And when the electricity bill is low, so what we will do, we will use more or more fans, five fans, as well as we also use air conditioner, different cooler. So it is only because of the price of the those commodity. So when the price is increases, the demand will be decreases, and when the price is decreases, the demand of the any commodity will be increases. Here, when the price of the X commodity rises, alternative use will be restricted. We will use less amount of that commodity, and quantity demanded will be also fall. And when the price of the X commodity will be fall, used in abundance, we used in a large amount of that good, and the quantity demanded will be also rises. So it is all about the alternative use of the commodity. So here, till now we have studied that why there is negative relation between the price and the quantity demanded, and why the demand curve is sloping downward. We have studied 5 causes. First one is law of diminishing marginal utility, second is income effect, third is substitution effect, fourth one is size of the consumer group or the market size, and the fifth one is alternative use of the commodity. Next the method, or next topic is demand function. Okay, what are the different factors which affecting the demand or the demand of the any consumer? Okay, now let's start. Demand functions explain the relation between the demand for a commodity and the factors determining the demand. It gives a functional relation between the demand and its factors. It is of two types. Okay, so what is it? It says that it shows the relation between the demand and the demand function. Basically tells the relation between the demand of a commodity and demand of commodity and different factors which affect demand. Okay, its demand functions told the relation between the what is the demand of the commodity and what are the different factors which affecting the demand. So it gives the functional relation between the demand and its factors. It says that we have already studied the topic, that is D is the function of that. So demand function explain the relation between the demand of the commodity as well as the what are the different factors which affects the demand of the commodity. And so the demand function is divided into the two part. First one is individual demand function, and second one is market demand function. In the individual demand function, these are the different factors which affecting the demand. First one is price of the commodity, price of the related goods, income of the consumer, taste and preference of the consumer, and expectation about the price in future. In the market demand function, there are different factors which affecting the demand of the commodity. First one is price of the commodity, price of the related goods, income of the consumer, taste and preference of the consumer, expectation about the price change in future. N is population, YD is distribution of income, and the S is season and the climate. Okay, these all are the factors which affecting the market demand function, and these all are the factors which affect the individual demand function. So firstly we will study the what are the individual demand function. First one is individual demand function. It shows the relation between the demand for a commodity and its various determinants by an individual household. Okay, it simply shows the relation between the demand of a commodity, what is the different demand of the commodity and its various determinant and individual by an individual household. Okay, it's simply individual demand shows the what is the relation between the price of the commodity and quantity demanded by any individual or individual household. So it also shows the relation between the demand of the commodity and various determinant. These all are the determinants. Okay, these all are the determinants, the one who determines the demand. So and the various determinant by an individual household. So here we have taken that the dx is the demand of the commodity, which is depends upon the f shows the functional demand of the commodity is the functional relation between the factors determining the demand. These all the factors. Okay, so demand function says it is the relation between the demand of the commodity and the factors determining the demand. So when we talk about the individual, so it says it is the relation between the demand of the commodity and various determinant. These all are the various determinant by an individual household. Okay, these all are determinants which affect the individual consumer. So from px it shows the price of the x commodity, pr is price of the related goods, y is income of the consumer, t and p is taste and preference of the consumer, and e is expectation about the price in future. So it affect the demand of the commodity is the functional relation with the other factors which determining the demand. Okay, now the explanation of the determinants, how we can explain all these determinants. So first is effect of change in the price of the commodity. First we have taken the price of the commodity. First determinant is the price of the commodity. Other thing being equal, there is negative relation between the price and quantity demanded. It says the law of demand. We have taken the other factor remaining constant. There is relation between the price and the quantity demanded, and the relation is negative. So it means that if price of the x commodity rises, demand falls. If price rises, demand rises. So when the demand falls, we says it contract. Okay, and when demand falls, we says that it is contracting, and when demand is rises, we said that it is the extension, it is increasing. So this is the same as the law of demand. Okay, in individual's case we have to say that it is the just like a law of demand. So we have taken the individual demand schedule, in which price and the quantity demanded has the negative relationship. When the price of the any commodity is increasing by 10 to 20 to 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, the quantity demanded of the by the consumer is decreasing. It is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it says that the law of demand says there is negative relation between the price and the quantity demanded. When the price is increasing from 10 to 50 or from 1 to 10, the quantity demanded is just opposite, it is decreasing. So in that condition we said that the demand curve is straight line, because the changes which occurs, the ratio and it which occurs, it is in same proportion, like whenever it is changes from 10 to 20, 20 to 30, it is always just equal to 10. And here in quantity demanded we have already see that the changes occurs in the quantity, it is also in equal or the same proportion, and it is equal to 1 in every unit. So in that condition the demand curve is straight line. Okay, yes. So we will what we will do, we draw a diagram by plotting all the points on the x-axis as well as y-axis. We have taken quantity on the x-axis and the price on the y-axis, so that we will put all the point, that is 10 on the price, 10 it is the price, and the so we have taken from here that the p and the quantity. Okay, we will put all the point on the this 10, 20, yes, we have taken this here quantity, here price. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, and here 50. Here we will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, on the first it has 10 and 5. 10 and 5 we get this point. Second is 20 and 4. 20 and 4 we get this point. Third is 30 and 3. 30 and 3. Second is 40 and 2. 40 and 2. And the last one is 50 and 1. 50 and 1. When we join all these point, this point, when we join all these point, we got the our demand curve, which shows the negative relation between the price and the quantity demanded. So it's all about the first factor which affecting the demand. The first factor is effect of change in the price of the quantity demanded.